Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to country number 23 of Estonia. I am here in the capital of Tallinn, and this is also my last Baltic country that I needed to visit because I was previously in Lithuania and Latvia, so this is my last Baltic country. Here's my place here. Here's the bed. There's a desk here. That chair was over here, but I put it there so I could hold my chargers better. There's the front door. Bathroom is really big. It's kind of an interesting design place, but it works. And this place for 4 nights was $294 US, which is around 250 euros. So not a bad deal. And this place is only about a 15-minute walk from the train station and about a 10-minute walk away from the old town, which is what a lot of people come to Tallinn to see, is the old town. And that's exactly what I plan on showing today, but also some other parts of the city as well. So anyway, let's go out there and hit the streets. Alright guys, well there's kind of an overview of the old town, but I'm actually heading to the train station first because I want to show you guys something really cool that I saw there yesterday. Also just wanted to point out it's super nice out today. You can see here the outer walls of the old town and the church there. And I'll go in there later, but to the train station first. Alright, so I'm at the train station. You can see a train right there. And yesterday I came here to buy a train ticket because tomorrow I'm going to Narva, Estonia. And I came down here and turned the corner and saw this. And this is what I wanted to show you guys. This massive old steam locomotive. I was completely shocked when I saw it. I was not expecting to just see it in this random parking lot over here by the train station. You guys can see just how massive these old steam locomotives are. Modern diesel and diesel electric and electric locomotives are also massive, but I mean, these things are just a whole nother level. And look how big this, the wheel is, I don't know, probably 4 feet tall, if I had to guess. Just absolutely insane. Then you can see the leaf springs. That's what these are. You can see how many leaf springs it has. So, anyway, I just wanted to show you guys this before I went and explored more of Tallinn. And then you can see the springs down here. Those are suspension springs. You can just see how many wheels it has. So it has, let's see, 5 wheels here, with this one, or these sets being the biggest. And they get a little bit smaller as you get to the front, to this one. And then up here, there should be another one. And of course you got the other side, so you got 1 axle here, and then I don't know if these are double axle or if these are each individual axles, but regardless, you guys can see just how massive this thing is, and it's really cool to see it here. Also, before I go to the old town, I just wanted to show you a good shot of the flags there. So Ukraine, European Union, Finland, Latvia, and Estonia. It's a great shot of them blowing in the wind. I'll go up there to the top later on. I went up there yesterday. There's a great view of the old town with the fortified walls. That's the wall that surrounds the old town. There's a church. Gate's locked. That's alright. There's more churches to look at. That's a good shot of Estonia's flag. So there's Sweden's flag, but that is not their embassy, although I did see their embassy yesterday. So there is Russia's flag, and this is Russia's embassy right here. And you can see the barricades with all the posters and whatnot on them from the war in Ukraine. There's another Swedish flag down here. This may be their embassy if I remember right from yesterday. Yep, that is Sweden's embassy right there. So that is St. Peter and St. Paul's Cathedral. I have to check that out later, but I want to walk down this street over here first. I want to show you guys a couple other things first. So you got Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Finland, and Estonia. That looks to be another church. We'll walk up this way. So this is the main square in the old town. Really nice area. I love this green and red building especially. So I'm back to where I started, so now it's time to go through there and go to the top so we can get an overview from the top, or a view from the top. This is the walk to get to the top. See, that's Finland's flag up there. So I'm pretty sure that's their embassy there. Made it to the top, and that is one of the churches. So this must be some sort of government building here. So there's 3 Estonian flags, and then there's 1 Ukrainian flag. So go check it out. So that was the inside of that church, and I realized at the last second that it said not to film, but I saw other people taking pictures and filming, and no one said anything, so I'm sure it's okay. There's that building there. I'm gonna go over here and check out what's over here. So here's some information on that. See, there it is in Estonian and in English. So there's France's flag and the European Union flag. So I have a feeling this is France's embassy. Yep, as you can see there, Ambassador of France residence. Right here. Look what I spotted down here, Canada's flag. So I imagine this is Canada's embassy or the ambassador's residence, or it is some sort of Canadian hotel, but it doesn't look like that. Yep, Embassy of Canada. I've always said Canada has the best flag. It's my favorite one. Also, I noticed this. I wonder what the street name is, Canada, or however you say that second word. But that's such a good shot of the flag. Yeah, Canada's flag is definitely my favorite. I think it's the best country flag in the world. Just the dimensions, the symbol on it, the colors. Looks so nice flying in the wind until it gets caught up like that. But anyway, Canada's embassy right here. And right down the street from Canada's embassy is this church. See if we can go inside. To the Dome Church. €5. Or €7. These flags are so cool. And that one. Alright, let's go up to the tower, because I bought a ticket for that as well. I always love these old spiral staircases in these old churches. They're super cool. They're just hard to walk up. So just finished that staircase. And it looks like we got several more to go. But that's alright. That back there is the train station where I was at this morning. Actually, you might be able to see the steam locomotive right there, right above my finger. So that was the view from the top of the tower of that church. And the original view that I was going to show you this morning is from over here, which I will show you guys here in just a minute. So before I show you the view from over here, I have an interesting story to tell you that happened at the top of that tower. So I met a lady up there named Crystal, is how she pronounced it. She is Estonian, and she was just a lady who was up there working. And when I went up there, I was the only person up there at the time, and I filmed those clips, took some pictures, just enjoyed the view. And as I was getting ready to leave, I walked back down the stairs. She came up to me and wanted to show me the bells, and I actually hadn't even noticed them because they were they were at the top, but they were kind of in a different area. So she showed me the bells, and then we spent the next 20 minutes talking about the Soviet Union and life during Soviet times. And she told me that Finnish people used to smuggle in Bibles and pictures of Jesus, and she said if they were caught during the Soviet times doing that they would be banned from the Soviet Union, and that each little thing they had counted as one strike. So if they had, you know, a Bible and a small picture of Jesus, that was 2 strikes against them. Anyway, she had some really interesting stories, and she was actually a really nice lady to talk to. I was a little bit skeptical at first because usually when people just randomly come up to you, it's because they want something from you. You know, they want money from you, or they want you to support something. So I kind of thought, even though she works there, maybe that's what she wanted. But she never asked for money or anything, and she was really kind. And she said she goes to the Swedish church here in Estonia, which I believe is a Lutheran church. This one is also Lutheran. And she knows her Bible well because I told her my name was Caleb, and she said, "Oh, from the Bible." And I said, "That's correct, because I was named after Caleb in the Bible." And anyway, I just wanted to add that story in there because I thought that was really interesting, and we had a really nice conversation. And I'm always curious to learn about life during Soviet times from people who lived it, so that was a wonderful conversation. Alright, so I'm walking down from the top now, and we're going to go back over by the train station to a food court I went to yesterday and go get lunch, because there's a really nice one over there that has some really good food. So there's the train station right there, and here is the market. So a lot of these stands are just selling fruit and vegetables, fresh fruit and vegetables, but they have a lot of food stalls over this way, and there's actually an area you can go inside that has some. Spring has arrived. This is a nice flower shop. You can buy meat and whatnot. This is on the inside portion of the market. I wish you guys could smell in here, but it smells really good. Alright guys, I am back at the train station. That was a great lunch at that food court. That was a smoked salmon bowl and sweet potato fries with salsa and some sort of garlic sauce. I'm now back over here. I got a couple snacks before I left. I got this for dessert. This is a Oreo blueberry crepe. This was €4.20, so that is not cheap. And this is a blueberry banana smoothie, and this was €6 for a large, which is what size that is. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat these over here by the steam train, and then we'll see what we get into for the rest of the day. Alright guys, I finished my crepe, and I've still got some of my smoothie left, so I figured I'll just go for a walk in the park and drink my smoothie, and we'll see what else we get up to for the day. I also just want to point out it is a really nice day. I know I said that earlier, but it's probably mid-60s to high 60s with a nice breeze, sun shining. It really is a perfect day. So that's where I was in the last clip, was down there. I came up here. A great view of the old town. Plus they got soccer field, basketball courts over there.
This reminds me a lot of the cinnamon rolls in Finland with the salt on the top. So I walked back by Russia's embassy. You can see better, there's less people now. You can see more of the stuff on the fences outside. So I was just walking down the street. I saw this restaurant named Texas. And you can see the US flag and the Texas flag. I might have to come back, not tomorrow, but maybe Monday and try that place. So I'm very curious what food they have there. Oh, time to climb to the top of another church. So that's the port there, and there's, I know, at least a few ferries a day that leave from here in Tallinn and go across the Baltic Sea and take you to Helsinki, which is of course the capital of Finland. Pretty cool. Great view from the top, but that's enough church climbing for today. It's good exercise though. Alright guys, I am back at my hotel, and before I end the video I wanted to show you the souvenirs that I bought earlier. So I bought 4 postcards. So I got 2 of those and 2 of those. The reason I have 2 of each is because one person gets this set, the other gets that set. And then these are, for me, these magnets, because I collect magnets. And all this stuff was 10 euros. So I mean, obviously expensive. I know this stuff isn't worth 10 euros, but it's also at a souvenir shop in the old town, so you know you're going to pay more. And that actually isn't bad compared to some places. I've paid quite a bit more than 10 euros for similar items before. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I know I had a great time today. I actually almost wasn't even going to film today. I was going to wait until Monday. I was going to have today as my kind of walk around and explore without my camera day. But I decided to film today, and I'm glad I am, because I ended up doing a lot of stuff, and I think I'll make a great video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.